Hey everybody, it's me, your friend, Gregor Mendel. Oh shoot, hang on, no, that was a past life. Yeah, I'm Destin. We're here today on Steveville Boysnerks. Hang on. We're here today, let's start again. We'll do this from the top. All right, John, we got this, right? Okay, restart it. My name's Destin, and this is Be Still Voice Works. Now, the reason I started off in such a strange, humorous way is because the subject today is a bit heavy. And the reason I talk about this, and this will be the second video I've done on this, is because I've been through this. And many of you have also been through this. So, the subject of today's video is death. Many of us have lost loved ones. All of us, I guess, have lost loved ones, at least in some capacity. And one of the things that happens to you internally when you lose someone is that you start dreaming up ways to contact them again. I did an old video called How to Speak with Deceased Loved Ones, and that video gained a lot of traction, and I wanted a chance to expand upon that and to tell you really what's going on in that video. And if you haven't seen it, go ahead and go back and watch it. It's pretty good. A lot of crunching leaves. There's been some complaints about that in the video. However, there's also been a lot of suggestion to leave those natural sounds in the video. So maybe leave a comment and vote if you prefer the music that I add or if you prefer the natural sounds and the ambience of nature. So loved ones in our life, especially those that we have a lot of contact with, we hear them, we see them, we speak to them, we feel them, and they impart upon us a certain special flavor. Each loved one in our life brings something unique to this experience, and that lives within you, and it will live within you forever. So here's where we have to start separating what's real from what's not real. And what I mean by that is that person talking to you, are they truly outside of you? Are they truly separate from you? Are they unequivocally not you? Is that really how it works? And many people will, of course, say yes to that because, well, here I am, standing in this body. I'm not you, obviously. But when you look at something like this tree here, when you look at this, even though your perception tells you that it's approximately 10 feet away, and in physicality it is, right? Its mass has gathered there, 10 feet away from me. But I'm perceiving that tree in my mind. My eyes see it, they transmit that information to my brain where it flips the image, and it decides based on all of my experience as a human on this physical earth, where it is and what it looks like, when necessarily it may not be the case, but it is. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth state that the kingdom of heaven is within you. The Bible states that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And unless I'm very much mistaken, the Holy Quran also says that the kingdom is within the person. So we can translate this in many ways. We can translate it to say that your happiness lives within you and that the things you want in this life come from within you. It's a very good, realistic interpretation of that. We could also interpret it that the entirety of existence in some way exists within you, in that dimension of you. And in this scenario, if the entirety of all is within you, that means you and you and you are all happening within me, but it also means that I am happening within me and within you and within you and you. Seems kind of paradoxical, doesn't it? How can we all exist within one another? How are we all inside each other? Perverts. But when you think about existence, and you think about things like dreams, when you dream, an entire world exists within you, and it's very realistic to you in that dream. Perhaps this life is also a form of a dream. And we are one thing at the source of this. And within us is all existence, all possible humans, all possible life, all possible scenarios playing out in this Matrix-style dream. Now, if that's the case, then the people who die in our lives, they're not gone. They're just within us and in a different way. And if that's true, then why ought we not to be able to contact them? I believe we can, and I believe I have multiple times. My grandmother, the reason that prompted me to make that first video, had just passed away. But before that, I also lost my brother, Andrew Jeffrey Jones. I love you, Andy. And I lost my granddaddy, Harry, who one of my sons has taken a middle name from him. I miss you too, Granddaddy. I miss you, Granddaddy Cuthbertson. I miss you, Nana and Papa. But you're not gone. I refuse to admit that. And perhaps it's just an unhealthy way for me not to deal with the truth. But what is truth? I urge you to answer that in a way that makes it so. Truth, there's objective, but there's personal truths. And then there's universal truths. Okay, let's get to the point. If you want to see a loved one who has died, first you must go into your bank of memories and find ones that are very powerful, very corporeal. Memories that you can pull and just smell them. Memories you can taste. Grandma's banana pudding, something. Hold on to that memory. At nighttime, before you sleep, start playing that memory over and over in your head. And it's okay if other things pop in and out. You can never control the mind completely. So allow it to go, but focus on those memories. Don't just have the memory. All the feelings that were associated with that memory in real life, those are the reasons why the memory still exists within you, because the emotions were strong enough to give it a permanent spot in your mind. So pull those emotions out, feel those again. Allow those emotions to become tangible within your feeling, within your heart. And as you do this, you will start to feel like you're in that place you were during the memory. And this connects you. Like the old days when you would call someone, you'd get an operator, and the operator would ask you who you were connecting to. You would tell them, they'd plug it into the switch box, and they would get you the person you were trying to reach. It's very similar. When that emotional connection is strong, it will tie you back to that person, and on a very lucky night, it will bring them to you in your dreams. And in your dreams, you're no longer bound by what you believe is true and what's possible. Instead, you see and do those things which your brain or your heart has dreamed up for you. In this capacity, we can meet with our loved ones again. The more we do this, the more realistic it will become, and it will eventually not be the memory anymore. And new events, new memories, new conversations can occur. I know this sounds strange, but if you practice this technique, whether or not it's occurring within your mind does not matter, because everything exists within you. So try it out, and if you have a chance to speak to a loved one again, come by and say thank you, and then I will say, don't thank me, thank you. So just remember, when people pass on, and life is so crazy, we can't even bear to get up from the bed in the morning, go ahead and get up. Brush your teeth, put on your clothes, wash your body first maybe, and then go into this world. Take a deep breath. Look around. Realize it's all a lot smaller than you thought, but so much bigger of a scale than you ever dreamed. And remember to be still.